Ooh, yeah, grand rising, good afternoon, and good evening. Whatever time you click on this video is the right time for you, and I thank you in advance for your viewership and support. It's early, I'm up, and it came across my mind that this is something I think that we need to visit because it can turn into something way bigger later. Today I'm tapping into the energy around Tia Kemp and Rick Ross. Now, I was going to read Tia anyway, but not in this way. Tia made a shocking claim, I want to say 2 days ago, where she talked about Rick Ross paying for alleged hits and people running off on him, taking his money and not doing the hit, and it got back to her. And she also alleged that he is responsible for the unaliving of a woman who passed away leaving out of her mother's house. So, she claimed that, she could possibly be sending the feds his way to crumble his empire. Now, this is major, and I mean, in so many ways, because once again, this is also someone who is attached to the Diddler and several other people who may already have someone looking at him and he doesn't even know it. So just a wow, wow, wow. Also, it's kind of strange because it's like if you knew that this is something that happened and he was attached to it and you didn't say anything, it also puts you in a weird position because you may put yourself in harm's way giving up information on him. But we're going to tap into the energy around this to see exactly, what's going on and possibly what's to come. If someone could timestamp this reading for around the, 2 minute and 40-second mark, I greatly appreciate you. Y'all buckle up. This feels like it's going to be a bumpy ride. Show me the energy around Tia Kemp and her accusations against Rick Ross. Show me the energy around Tia Kemp and her accusations around Rick Ross paying for an alleged hit. Oh, baby. First card out is the Tower. Okay. Up under the deck, we've got the Six of Swords. This is someone escaping from a toxic, chaotic situation into safety. Ooh. I knew this was going to be a bumpy road, and we just got started. Three of Wands. So this is definitely going to be a tower to any opportunities and anything that he has coming in. And remember, y'all, there's something bigger going on with Officer Ricky. Okay. Three of Wands also represents shipments, packages. Okay. Alleged possible trapping and trafficking. Not just work and opportunities that we see. And see, I knew it was a reason why they were saying Diddy's name, that, he could be possibly being watched because he's, been close to him and been around him. This will immediately dry up and slow up his money and anything that he has going on, seen and unseen. Oh, baby. Eight of Swords. This could lead to jail time for things done in secret. The Moon. Decisions that were made. Two of Wands. That affect the Queen of Cups. Now, Queen of Cups can be a water sign or a very intuitive woman. And if we're talking about a very intuitive woman, then it's like whatever Tia's intuition is telling her about things that he's a part of, things that, you know, he may have actually done, her intuition could be spot on. And even though this is a woman in this card, it's like her speaking out has put a lot of anxiety around him. It's affected his rest. Hold on, I gotta look up her birthday to understand where this is going. Give me a second. Oh, she's a Halloween baby, October 31st. Scorpio. So yes, she is the Queen of Cups. And Scorpios, baby, they can be very vengeful. Scorpios will wait years if they have to pay you back. So yeah, she is the Queen of Cups. She is, that is literally her on the table. I just needed to be sure because the energy was very strong. So being that this is her role and that's the Eight of Swords, it's like, you know, someone who's been trapped and bound. And if you look at this card, this woman has been, you know, ostracized, stuck in a bubble, put in a position to where she was in a no-win situation, allegedly. Eight of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles. So it's like, you know, this is a story of why she walked away to become the independent woman. Seven of Cups to the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So it's like considering your options when it comes to, you know, this harsh conversation. And that's more so, wow, that feels like a threat more than a warning. Like someone telling her, you know, all types of things could happen to her if she doesn't watch her mouth. So we got the Seven of Swords in reverse. And that literally just jumped out and hit the table in reverse. So I know it's a true reverse. She's exposing a lot of manipulation and trickery here. And apparently there was a large price that was paid. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles also represents a solid offer of some kind. Page of Wands. So she needs to really be careful because the Page of Wands represents new opportunities, okay? And because this one was exposed, it doesn't mean that, you know, she's out of the water, but she has a, you know, she has new financial opportunities coming to her, okay? And it's very interesting because I feel like through these new opportunities coming to her, this is how, you know, also information is coming to her. So the good thing is she's getting out here and she's making her own money. She's, you know, bending her own corners, and she has a different demeanor when you meet her personally, when you talk to her. It's almost like she's a lot more softer spoken than you would expect. You don't get that, off the rip, at your throat, at your jugular type energy. She's way more, what's the word y'all use now? Demure, okay? She's way more calm and just energetically way more peaceful when you actually talk to her, when you meet her. That's messed up that he brings this side of her, because I'm getting a way more softer energy than what we witness in social media, for sure. Definitely like personality versus persona, but I don't feel like it's all just persona. This is more so you get what you give type energy. So if you pop off on her, she's going to pop off on you, and may the best one win, so to speak. So we got Heartbreak that falls under the Tower. And I feel like this is why she's speaking out, because it's like no matter how we may be at each other's throats verbally, this is something I would never do to you. I can't believe that it's even possible that someone can come and tell me that this is something that you could allegedly want to happen to me. So she's very heartbroken over the energy behind this message that came to her. It put very, very heavy burdens on her. We've got the Nine of Swords here. Nine of Swords, like I said, very heavy anxiety. And if you can see, behind this tree with all these swords, there is a secret behind the tree. So don't let, the persona fool you with Rick. He's very, very worried. He's very nervous about what Tia just said. That's the energy that I'm getting, because it leads to far greater secrets. And see how this is another full moon, okay? And then her walking away, she walked away from someone once again with another full moon. Y'all, it's a lot of secrets, a lot of big secrets attached to this energy. Some things that would blow y'all mind if you only knew. And we got the Magician here. And the Ten of Wands. Like I said, this manifested a lot of heavy burdens for her, because it's like, she's in a position to where she feels trapped. She feels stuck. Like, I can't believe, once again, I can't believe that you would want to do something like this to me. Just wow. I mean, this is the energy that I'm picking up is very, very heavy. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I don't get that she's sorry. I'm literally hearing her say, "You sorry, MF," trying to limit how much I cuss on YouTube, because you never know with the monetizement or whatnot. But what is this that's sticking out, that's peeking at me? Yeah, that's the wish fulfillment, Nine of Cups. Two of Swords. So it's like, it's like to find out that this would be a wish fulfillment for you to cut me off, to, cut me off indefinitely. It really hurts her. Like this is a pain that you couldn't even imagine, because there's a lot of people that don't get along with the ex, baby mama, baby daddy situation, but they still wouldn't go this far. Like, this is above and beyond. Like, that's the part that I get that's really triggering her. It's the no matter what, I wouldn't wish you unalived, okay? So you've got the Empress here, and it's like, you know, that's the card of, you know, of course, being fruitful, motherhood, but it's also the card of bringing things into fruition. And it's like she had to walk away from this situation to become the independent woman, to grow into the woman that she is now. Because the Empress is also someone who has to master every side of themselves to become the Empress. That's why she's every queen in the deck. She has literally mastered every area of herself, worked on herself, polished herself until she's become, you know, the shining example of what it takes to be the fully evolved version of themselves. And that's something that's different for all people. Everybody has a different walk, a different road that they have to carry themselves on, that they have to travel to evolve to become the highest version of themselves. But this is saying that I finally made it to a place to where I am the best version of me, and I had to do that through leaving you. So here's that Page of Cups coming out, okay? And it's falling under the Seven of Swords that is in reverse. So this is the card that's more so apologetic, that something has been exposed about a possible attack, a lethal attack, okay? Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Three of Cups. So Tia's going to have to be very comfortable, you know, with staying out of certain places and spaces for the time being, because this is a card that represents parties, celebrations, and third parties, okay? And some of these Hollywood parties for sure could lead to some maleficent energy being around her. So right now it would be best for her to remove herself from these types of environments until she can be sure she's safe. So I would definitely say that right now is not the time for her to be out at any Hollywood events or partying, or, you know, that no new friends. Hell, when it come down to it, no old friends either. I would stay away from, you know, accepting drinks and any party favors right now, because like I said, she's not out of the water, and it's not just about him. Sometimes when people stand to gain through their association with someone, they'll do someone a favor, if you catch what I mean. And this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so you got the Three of Pentacles, which is the card of collaboration. And this is falling under the Tower and the Three of Swords, which means that there is a very great chance that what she is saying is absolutely true about this secret collaboration that brought her heartbreak, because it was supposed to bring a tower. So Queen of Wands here represents a highly seen woman, someone that is in the public, someone who can be considered a hustler, a go-getter, even an attractive person to work with, as far as, you know, if she shows up, it's going to help drive up your numbers. So even with this, she's going to have to be very mindful with who she decides to work with right now. Unfortunately, a very old school way to get next to someone is to book them so that you can set them up. So she needs to either have her security with her or have, you know, a couple of them things on her. And I'm so serious. Do not ingest anything, you know, at these places. You know, when you go and do some of these collaborations, because you just don't know how thirsty people can be for a couple of extra dollars and an opportunity from the right person. And like I said, it doesn't have to be him that could cause something like this, but it could be something, or, you know, I mean, it could be someone close to him that would cause something like this because it affects their opportunities and their money. So this is going, like I said, this is going to put burdens on her. And it's like now she's in a place where she's financially stable. Everything is going well for her. There's a lot of money on the floor. There's a lot of opportunities for her. So she's, like I said, it's a heavy burden because she has to be very cautious about the opportunities right now that she accepts for the very reasons that I just mentioned. So when it comes to making money, she's very fruitful. She's very prosperous. She has the ability to, you know, make $1 out of 15 cents. This is a woman who has had the ability to do this for a very long time throughout the past. Even when she may have not had much, she made more out of it than the average could have. So she's very resourceful. And I see her being able to, you know, invest in herself to turn it into more opportunities. She's just going to have to be careful about how she moves around. I want to say for possibly up to the next year. Ace of Cups. Wow. That's messed up. So that's like feeling like you're sorry that you ever even loved someone, because it falls under the Page of Cups, which is the card of apology. Yeah, this is so messed up. Bottom of the deck is the Death card and the Ace of Swords. So yeah, she's sorry that she could ever love someone that would wish death on her, and that's the truth. That's the energy that I'm receiving. And yes, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. All things said are alleged. It's always in my description box, but I just felt like I should say that. King of Cups, okay? So he feels very deeply about this situation because it's going to affect his wealth and his financial well-being. The Wheel at the bottom of the deck. Hold on, let me see what his birthday is, because they have some very strong energy towards one another. January 28th. Lord. Okay, just had to check that again. January 28th. So, yeah, him being an Aquarius. Aquarius, you know, when they're illy aspected, they definitely can be very hard to deal with because they you have you ever met somebody that you can't tell them nothing because they know all that they know and that's all that they know? So, if an Aquarius is poorly aspected, okay, meaning they're in their dark shadow energy, they can be very, 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 I'm smarter than everyone else in the room, okay? They can be very condescending. They can be the type that can, downplay your intelligence because they feel like they are more well evolved than you. They're smarter than you. You should be like them when you grow up, okay? So I almost feel like this harsh thing that goes between the both of them because her being a Scorpio, him being a Aquarius, baby, those conversations, those arguments were going to be lethal anyway. But it's like the passion with them, when it's good, baby, it's great. But when it's bad, everybody needs to get out the way because it's napalm. There's no way around it. There's no middle ground. There's no gray area. And this is also a part of why he actually loves her the way that he does, because he still has a lot of love for her, but he hates that he can't control her. And that out of anybody, if anyone stands up to him and holds their ground with him, it's always going to be her. Ace of Wands and the Death card, which means that this was supposed to be very fast and aggressive. Also, like I said, she has to be careful because there is someone who would do him the favor of possibly aligning certain things for him. And it feels like another man, masculine energy, somebody that he works with, someone else that could be affected or possibly investigated if, certain things were to come out about him that would affect other types of business. So he does have people that are loyal enough that will do a favor, and it's off the books, off the record. Page of Swords. So she's going to have to be, like I said, she's going to have to be very mindful, because I keep hearing the threat about her, watch your mouth, watch what you say, because she's being watched, okay, because of things that she has said. Queen of Swords, because when she cut into you, she cuts into you, and that's definitely Queen of Swords energy. Tia Kemp is the president of the Queen of Swords whole committee, because that woman's mouth is lethal if she gets a hold of you. Please believe it. And here's the strange thing. I'm really getting that she holds back. Believe it or not, she holds back. That's not even her full throttle. Goodness. Yeah, so we've got the Four of Wands here and the Ace of Wands. Like I said, this is something that was supposed to be aggressive, that was supposed to swiftly happen to protect someone's foundation and the things that they engage in. We got the Queen of Swords here popping up yet again. And that Queen of Swords, this is how she gets paid, because Queen of Swords is an orator. She's a communicator. She is someone who is known for speaking. So now you know, falling under the Ace of Coins, she gets paid for the way that she talks, the way that she communicates. And this is what's helping to move her on, you know, victoriously out of having to depend on, you know, his help and his assistance. Like I said, this could affect, you know, the stability and the business relationships, the contracts, negotiations, and agreements, the engaged um, energy between him and another man. This is a fire sign man, okay? Oh, and this fire sign man is someone that is married. Oh, God. This is someone that is married and very highly visible. But the hangman in this situation is that she moved on swiftly and victoriously, because the claim that she made, it makes sense. The person took his money and ran off. They chose not to, allegedly, you know, they chose not to unalive her. They just took the money and they left. So foiled attempt because somebody took his money and ran off on the plug. Oh, goodness. See how this man keeps popping up, and then you got Faith here at the bottom of the deck. So King of Wands represents, like I said, a very highly visible person. This one is a go-getter. This one is someone that's highly seen. This one is going to shock people because they, you know, people know this person. This isn't just someone who, you know, is in the background. But you know how you say grandma's prayers is the reason why a lot of us are still here? Look at this, Faith. This is a monk praying. And the actions feel like they were supposed to lead her to an early grave. It does feel that way. But what was invested, it really didn't go anywhere. So it was a blessing in disguise that whoever this was chose to take the money and run and not to act on what they were being paid for. And now, here it is. Unrequited offer, Four of Cups. Here's the Faith card. Someone is over here trying to, you know, pray for forgiveness, pray to get out of a situation, praying that this situation does not turn into something else that can expose other things. Because remember this role, I started off with the Eight of Swords and the Moon and the Three of Wands. That's an opportunity that was supposed to happen in secret that could lead someone to jail time. And right up under there is the Queen of Cups, which is the Queen of Water. And she's a Scorpio. So, goodness. Knight of Coins and the Hangman. So either way, it's like there's attempts at, you know, trying to affect her money, slow down her money, keep her from, you know, being able to work, keep her from being able to accept like certain interviews, to keep, not just keep her voice out of the public. That's only part of it. It's to cripple and crumble her. You know, the only way you can make money is going to be because of talking about me, or because people know you through me. I'll make sure that people don't know you if I slow down your career and mess with your money. This is, but it's a unrequited offer for this Aquarius, because it's like she keeps pushing through, she keeps moving forward. She's going through all these blockages, all these hurdles that are placed around her. And this is a hangman. Bottom of the deck is the tree of life. The tree of life is the ultimate symbol of life, and it goes off into sacred geometry, which, you know, is actually angelic language, which is letting me know that she has spiritual protection and guidance, and that's why she's still here. That's why certain things don't work on her. That's why, you know, someone is able to have a heart in such a situation where they say, you know what, I ain't gonna miss out on this money, but I ain't gonna touch auntie either. So we've got the Aquarius, the Star, and the Hermit. This is going to cause a dark night of the soul to start for Rick. Hermit is also a secondary card for jail time. This is definitely it's a worry, it's a concern. And remember, I told you, angelic assistance. So for me, the Strength card is not just about, you know, Leo and in Leo season. It also represents the Lion of Judah for me. And remember, I said she had spiritual protection. It's like God is with her. The highest of the Elohim protect her. Yeah, the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune. This is almost like somebody praying not to go to jail, because the Hermit falls under faith, and this whole deck, well, excuse me, this whole row is led by the Eight of Swords. The Palace of Wands. So Palace of Wands represents, you know, a very fiery exchange of energy between homes. It can start off, you know, luxurious and, you know, a house where a lot of abundance lies, okay? Because things move so fast, things come into fruition. But due to the actions that were taken in this house, things are going to be exposed and brought to light. See that? Justice and the Lovers, the legal system getting involved in this situation, taking this further. I wouldn't be surprised if they contact her because of her video. She doesn't even have to reach out to them, because you do have law enforcement that patrol, you know, cyberspace. And they get involved. They're going to offer strong protection to her for information that she has that could be a hangman for him on several different accusations that have been made about him or around him throughout the years, okay? Now, remember what I said. He's attached to some people, or he has been attached to some people that are already being heavily investigated. So this is definitely the wrong time for information to come out about him, because some very, very notable people that he is attached to are all under investigation right now. Baby, that Pisces moon did not play. It came through to expose all illusions and to flush out all toxic energy. And when I tell you, when you look at all the people that have resigned from their jobs this week, the reasons why, you know, Diddy being arrested, her coming through with this information, that moon did its job, honey. It really did. I'm going to pull some What's Tea oracles. And then I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Alrighty, show me what's tea. Digging for dirt, looking for dirt on you, and vice versa. Okay? So they both could have been doing this for a while, but the thing is, look at what's attached to her. Dodging bullets. And I used to always look at the way they worded this, you know, like, was this supposed to be a typo? But even if it is, it makes sense in her situation, because it says, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters. Okay? So even the person who was supposed to harm her protected her, because they ran off on the plug and they never did fulfill the job. So that's definitely being protected by a hater. It's like, look, I'm going to take the money, but I'm not doing that. Impersonator wants to be you, acts like you, dresses like you, looks up to you, and copies you. Okay? That's interesting next to digging for dirt. So, oh, okay. So it's like she wants to expose the real him versus the him that he shows to everyone else. And vice versa. This is what they both feel like. Why is this card so appropriate right now for what's going on? Talking shit. So he may be trying to expose her soon so people can see, you know, the real her according to him, because of her, you know, popping off, you know, talking shit. Well, damn. There we go. Ain't shit. And hooked. Baby, if that ain't the tea. So remember I told y'all, he still deeply cares about her. He's actually hooked on her. But you got cyberbully here up under the deck. So he feels like she's a cyberbully. She uses the internet to bully him. You have fake accounts, fake social media, accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So, y'all, this is crazy. So, he could possibly have alleged fake accounts that keep up with her, that keep up with what's going on with her, to see where she's at and what she's doing. But it's not working. It's not helping, okay? Because she's dodging the bullets. The people that are being sent to her to do certain things to her are just choosing not to do it. Creativity steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off of you. Okay, so that goes back to the impersonator. Damn, the energy I get around her is like nothing about you was real. You impersonated your whole entire image. You know, you want people to see you as a gangster, but I'm unfazed. You don't bother me. Like, I know the real you. And remember when I said when things were great between them, they were great, but when they're bad as napalm, look at this, into you. So good chemistry, great vibes, positive. So behind the scenes, like I said, she can be very, sweet and demure. She's not, the pop off queen all the time as you would think on social media. Okay, so we got spiritual hater, hates on your spirituality, light, magic, and power. Okay, so there's definitely a huge divide between them and everything that they believe in when it comes down to core values and beliefs. Even when it comes to, you know, um, the way that they look at things spiritually, every part of it is like polar opposites. Yeah, karmic friends, can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competitions. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Okay, so that's a warning to Tia more than anything. Like I said, she's going to have to be very mindful of who's around her. Um, Stay out of these parties, even the people that you work with in the industry. Be very careful. Be mindful of the people that you work with, even. Okay, with this. You see this? Offering money under ain't shit. Now, remember what her allegation was. You offered money for somebody to take her from this earth, and the person took the money and left. Right up under here, uninterested. So, just wow. The person was uninterested in completing the mission. It says hooked and played out. So, man, when I tell you this is crazy in so many ways. Because how could you be hooked on someone or hooked on a situation that's played out? But the answer is here, due to ego. And ego will lead you in directions that will lead you astray every single time. It says hurt ego, ego getting in the way of relationship, etc. So, her words hurt his feelings, and his feelings, is attached to his ego. And she deflated his feelings, his ego. And this is what led to the energy around why he feels the way he feels about her. Baby, she cut him real low with those words, and it hurt him in a whole nother different place. Yeah, wolf in sheep's clothing, lurking from fake accounts, photo proof and evidence. So, oh my gosh, this is the war of the roses on steroids. And we've got drama starter and dust it off. So it's like they were finally getting to a place to where it's like, I don't speak on you, you don't speak on me. I've moved on. I'm doing me. I'm out here doing podcasts. I'm making money. And then here you come shaking the table. So now it's like the beef has reignited all over again. Move in silence. So she's definitely going to have to be careful, like I said, about who she's around, what she does, who she talks to. creeping. Remember I told y'all that Page of Swords, it's someone watching her very closely. And you already got two signs of watching because you got fake accounts over here and wolf in sheep's clothing. You got no facts, never has the facts, make shit up. So he's going to say that, you know, she's making things up. This isn't true. But right on top of that is karmic friends. Can't fully trust them. Tension, secrets, competition. Keeps your friends close and your enemies closer. And bad karma. So this was supposed to happen, you know, due to energy that was in the circle around her. So, yeah, she's definitely going to have to watch the company she keeps. Girl fight. Wow. Arguments, physical fight, at war, competition. Like I said, watching the company as she keeps, because it feels like even if there are people that come for her, it can be orchestrated to cause other altercations, other beefs. So it looks like, you know, she's, you know, just problematic. You can't trust nothing she say. Look, she was talking about me, and then this week she got into it with this one, she got into it with that one. But it's actually orchestrated. It's energy that's being sent to her. Goodness, goodness. And then you got jackpot here, okay? Jackpot here. And that jackpot is telling me that what I'm saying is exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be contrived to cause certain energies so that they can put her in an alignment where it appears that she's difficult and that, you know, she just can't get along with nobody. But I would not be surprised if even that is a part of some kind of campaign, so to speak. See, jackpot, and it falls out under hooked and played out. But look at what's at the bottom of the deck. Boss, daddy, and thief. So I'm literally hearing, you know, the word stolen image. So to see thief and boss daddy, to hear stolen image, it goes back to impersonator. And then the creativity card steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off. It says, and feeds off of you. Threatening, intimidating, threatening, and bothered. Okay? Wolf in sheep's clothing. So she could have people from secret accounts contacting her, inboxing her, DMing her, sending her threats of bad karma, of what could come to her, what could be happening to her. You see this? Boss daddy and unfazed. Like she keeps, you know, the appearance of being unfazed, but y'all, this is way deeper than some regular old, you know, I don't like you and you don't like me. So I'm going to end this here because I want to make sure I can get this uploaded today. This is my energetic tap in on Tia Kemp. This is almost like a pop-up reading because I had something else that I wanted to put out and do this morning. But if my guides tell me to tap in, that's what I'm going to do. So this is my first tap in of the morning. Many prayers over Tia Kemp and her safety. And hopefully this is the end of it, but I don't feel it and I don't see it. So this reading is adjourned, and I'll talk to y'all soon.